Somebody said that Brooklyn needed a little balance. I think we found it. The change niggas pitch when we found it all in the fountain. To the top we mountain. At the top we bigger than mountains. Take it, shit, we bouncing. Ain't no making no damn announcement. Said I gotta get it. Gotta have it, don't you forget it. Steady representing. It's a habit, I'll never quit it. Got a lot of carrots and snow bunnies. Never committed, watch me murder.
Alright, y'all, welcome back for another episode of Brooklyn's Balance. You guys said you needed that balance, and we are here with it. Again, we are sitting here with another episode. It's me, your host, Miss Meekz. And to my right,
your girl, Ladii Luck, Simple Snack Saturdays.
That part, to the left.
Rell, easy.
My left.
Hey, it's Niish.
And today we are talking about splitting the bill. So, for me, I've been watching my lovely Facebook, Instagram friends, everybody going ham. We're going to talk about splitting the bill. The biggest thing for me that I find is crazy is 5 people go out to eat and 5 people become mathematicians and pull out calculators. That shit aggravates me. It's $100 a piece. And why are we doing this? How do y'all feel about that? Do y'all even go out with people anymore? Because I be, at this point, I ain't doing it.
You talking about groups or relationships?
We gonna start with the groups, and I'm gonna work my way down.
I just recently went out for my birthday, and I ain't even have to worry about the bill.
So you got decent friends?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot.
When your birthday?
Both y'all are 13. I'm not that big on the Libras.
10-13 Libra game.
I don't really like it.
If I don't, alright, so look,
nah,
right?
you love me.
If I don't drink, right? If I don't drink, and everybody's buying tons of drink, and I just have mozzarella sticks or French fries, whatever. Why
So
am
you at Applebee's, go.
Whatever it says.
That's what it sounds like.
However you want to put it, whatever, it don't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I like Applebee's.
I don't think people should be splitting no damn bills at Applebee's. But
Wherever you at, it doesn't matter. I'm just giving an example, right? So, why am I paying the same price as everybody else?
I mean, you knew what you was
I'm
sitting
paying
down at the table.
No, that makes no sense. I need my bill separate. I don't even if I'm on a
sit at the bar.
if I'm on a particular if I'm on a particular diet, no. If I'm on a particular diet, right?
No.
And everybody is buying shots for everybody else. Why am I coming there? Money don't go on trees.
You right. Why is you coming
to
there?
the party?
You need to stay home today.
Because it sounds like a party to me.
Hold on. Let me finish what I was going to say. I'm coming to support my friend.
Okay.
Right? It's their birthday, whatever it may be. I don't eat everything. I don't even drink. Why am I paying $100 for French fries?
I think what you're going to do is, when you first come in, you're going to let the waiter know that. You understand? You're going to...
But that's breaking up our friendship. You're not about to do that.
I get what you're doing.
I'm breaking up a friendship.
Hold on. Now, what you're going to do is, you're going to let the waiter know that this is what it is and you want yours eased to it. Now, what goes amongst the crowd, that's them. That's how I agree with that. So I feel like you shouldn't have to pay for nobody's drink. You know, unless you want to be generous and pay for your friend drink since you're supporting them.
Pay how you wait.
Eat before you get there.
I'm a little 50.
Pay how you wait. I don't want to drink. I don't drink. So I'm not paying for nobody's drink. That's really stupidity to me.
I'm a little 50-50, and I'm going to tell you why. Because I agree with you a little bit. But at the same token, it just depends on, like, the situation. You feel me? Like, we went out. Yana, don't hate me for this. We went out for Yana birthday. Let me tell you. And I felt like we all just put in whatever's her birthday. We all gonna put in whatever. We're not gonna pay. We're not gonna make the birthday girl pay.
Right. So you already put in more for a birthday.
We already put it in. I already paid extra fees for them to, bring out her cake, do the sparklers, everything.
Yeah, because when you go to Cavalli, it's crazy.
One ass friend had a problem with paying her $40. Her $40, and I'm just like, I feel like I'm not gonna put out no more money because you know this is your $40, and we're not even actually to split it the way we all split it because everybody else done put up 40, 60, 80, and you crying about $40. I didn't even eat my food, sis. Yes, you did.
Stay in the house.
Like just pay the $40.
That's different.
Oh, but no, I don't wanna pay it because I didn't like it. You ate it though. You need to pay it, and it took for somebody else to come out their pockets and pay that $40, and that's crazy.
I feel like once you sit down in a group setting,
like pay something.
You know what you getting into. Now, if you announce it, I'm all for. Hey guys, y'all niggas new. I'm on a diet. I'm only drinking water and air. So, I'll give y'all a little $20, $30. But don't wait till the goddamn bill come. And it's like, y'all knew I was on a diet. Nah, once you sit down, you sign that contract.
Right now, we in that moment. We drinking, having fun. We're not thinking about anybody else's gut, but money to buy people.
They're going to make them pay $200.
No, we're not going to make you, but that's why I said, announce it at the beginning. Let the waiter know what you're doing,
It's just the thing. It's like I split it. Like split it. Like yesterday, I went to Applebee's. Our bill was $28 because we got happy hour and little appetizer.
Happy hour.
Everything was half off, girl. We went to Applebee's right there on
I
Restoration.
was at Simpson that had to pay $70 yesterday.
Nah, it was $28. So I asked my friend, I'm like, what you want me to send you? She ain't answer me nothing. So I'm like, okay. She's like, girl, it was only $28. That's why I ain't bother you.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, cool, all right. So, next time for a
Ain't
meal.
nobody got 20. I'm talking about the groups of people that it's like 10 of them.
But
And that bill come out and it's like $1,500. But everybody had meals. Like, don't get me wrong. There's certain instances. I'm gonna be 1,000% honest with you. I feel like I only go out to group outings that like my friends have bought a section, because we already bought the bottles and hey, everybody individually, this is how much we need to pay. Now, if you the friend that don't drink, I guess you could sit in the section. Like, I don't like that's about it.
That's it.
That makes sense to me. But again, once we sit down, I feel like that's a verbal contract and agreement. Like, I don't even like you walking off to go tell the waiter, yo, let me go get a separate bill. Like, don't do that.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
See, look, right? It all depends on the group of individuals.
Mm-hmm.
My friends and I, we a little bit different. So I'm just playing devil's advocate to what
Right.
you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to get the truth from how me and my friends roll, sometimes one person might pay for it, but I got it.
Yeah, because that's how it went. Like, my birthday that whole
I was
weekend
about to
last
say,
weekend.
Give the waiter a little $200 tip.
Yeah, that's
so when they see us
normally
again,
how
they're gonna take care of us.
We usually
we do each other.
And that's how we
rotate.
my birthday was the Friday, Saturday we went out. I ain't not worried about the bill not once. Like, between my husband and my uncle and my cousin, like, they handle that. And the same thing Sunday when we went out for brunch. My brother and my cousin handled it. Like, we always was like, all right, where the bill at? And he was like, don't worry about it. Like, that's the type of vibe we be on. Like, certain times some people just handle the bill and we be like, forget it. Like, next time somebody get it quick before the next person take it. That's just how we are.
Gotcha.
But if you don't have people like that, I feel like everybody should be cognizant of the company around you.
Mm-hmm.
And
Because
if you're not fully aware, then you set people up for failure.
Mm-hmm.
Money is, we work hard for money, whatever it is, right? Like 3 hours, right? You say $20 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
So you work 8 hours, 20. If you pay $100, that's 1 day lost
Right.
of your bread.
Right.
If I'm only eating French fries, why am I work hard for my money? Why am
Right.
I spending this money?
I guess I get it from that
I feel
logic,
you,
but
I
I hope
feel
the
you.
rest of Facebook and the rest of the world understands that. Stop doing that. So, how do y'all feel about splitting the bill on a first date? Only the first date.
Only the first date. I feel like that's tacky.
I feel like, well, we ain't splitting the bill. I'm pretty sure he's gonna pay, and I'm gonna do the tip. Like,
I still want to put that as splitting the bill. I'm a leave it
I
as
don't-
that. Just to put it there.
I know people like it depends. Like, if you ask me out, then yeah, pay that. But if I ask you out, I'ma pay that.
That's
Okay,
my point
I got
that
you.
we was making that yesterday. I feel like whoever asks for the date,
That's
they
who
should be
paying.
the one that's paying. Like, if I go, yo, Rell, let's go out. We're gonna go to R&B night. I don't go in your pocket. But the man in you is probably gonna be like, I can't let this girl pay for something. But that's what creates a lot of problems, because I do find a lot of men be like, yo, women don't be paying for this, that, and third. Bro,
Why? Anybody who said that's broke.
all right. Raj broke.
If a woman, stop.
Nah.
I love you,
Nah.
Yo, what you doing? Don't do that.
That's my guy, Rod. Coach, who's on the episodes, yes. Mm-hmm. You be like, women don't take people out, but go ahead.
Listen, man. Whatever you lack, you're gonna complain about in conversation. So if you saying, "Oh, women don't pay enough," I mean, you don't got enough money.
I guess.
I mean,
you think it like that, I guess.
that's
You might be, you know what?
You might be on
You right.
Like,
You are right.
Things we complain about the most is what we lack in life.
But do you feel like whoever invited that person out should pay?
There's no rule. I don't look at it that way. If someone says,
No, but somewhere in America,
I'm
somebody.
gonna give you ask me my opinion, right?
Right, your opinion.
Yeah. So if a young lady asks me out and she say, "Oh, well, I know this good spot. We go here. I ain't come we out." She put her card out. I'm like you say. I'm not going. I'm not. Don't worry about it.
But are you coming
But
outside
now,
broke?
I'm never coming outside.
All right, gotcha. Good.
But and if I'm broke, I'm not gonna come outside. You feel me? So
Some niggas come outside. To be honest.
it's so good. Everybody's different, right? But now if we going outside and you my lady, and you want to just surprise me, like, babe, I got it. Don't worry about it. I go ahead, baby. We got it. But
Gotcha.
if I'm pursuing you, like, yeah, I'm gonna pay you most of the time. That's my duties as a man.
So that was the first date. Let's say we like 5 dates in. You still trying to figure out if y'all like each other. Whether if it's this man number 4, woman number 2, whatever it is. Because dating means you're dating with a couple
be
of
putting
people.
a price on dating though. A date could be, yo, listen, let's go to a juice bar, let's go wherever, yo, let's go to the park. I know it's a good spot, wherever. I'm just trying to get to know you. So people always putting money on the date.
Crystal, I'm gonna say this again to you. I love you to pieces. The debate was $200 is not enough for a date or something like that.
What?
The man is the leader. So if I know I'm trying to get to know you, and I'm looking at my pockets like, damn, I'm trying to figure out where to go. You know what? We're gonna go to this spot. It's free. We might go to the museum. My vibe is already up. So when we go to the museum, regardless, she's gonna be jacking me. I don't have to spend no money. She ain't even realize that.
Right. Got you.
See,
And
some
some
men don't
people,
want
some women, I'm gonna speak for some women because you don't need money to make a woman happy.
I'll take
Like
a Starbucks
it's simple
drink.
things.
In the beginning.
It's
No, all the time.
You need money to make a woman happy.
No, you don't.
No.
Not
Yes, you
all-
do.
I come with my own.
Yes, you do.
No.
Nope.
It's the
If you
small
ain't gonna
things.
pay, I'ma
It's
pay
the
for it.
simple things.
Right.
It's small things.
Wash the dishes.
What's a man's role?
To be the provider, to bring home the bacon. But that was back in the day.
She said, "What's his role?"
That-
Protect,
We
provide.
have.
Yeah, that's
and
one
sustain.
thing. That, yeah.
After a while, if you ain't got no money, you not gonna be. He gonna turn you off.
No.
Nah, when niggas ain't
No,
got no money, they
no,
feel like
no,
they
no,
less of
no,
a man.
It's
I'm
not
not even putting
necessarily
that
that
out
way
there.
because it's
Yeah.
like
You can be with a broke person and they love you genuinely.
That's
take
not
care-
true.
That's
Yes,
just
it is.
Hold on.
No, it's not.
I'll let you talk, right?
Right.
Right?
You're right. Go
I'll
ahead.
never interrupt you.
Okay,
Let me
go ahead.
speak.
Go ahead.
Okay? That's your opinion.
Right.
My opinion is you can be broke and love a woman and you can still take care of her wholeheartedly. You understand? Because there's something ticking inside of you that keeps her going. And she's going to build you up. So at the end of the day, it ain't going to worry about who got more money than the next.
Exactly.
And then when she's down, he's going to be up. And it's vice versa. So sometimes people are with the wrong people.
That's what I'm saying.
And don't get that or don't understand that. Every relationship is different. And if you got to give out money every time to make someone happy, you don't need that person.
All right. So define broke.
When I mean broke, they can have savings. They can have money in a bank account. You understand? Broke, it doesn't mean you don't have anything.
because
So
at the end of the day,
define
you a
broke
man,
then.
you gonna make it happen.
Somebody
That mean you don't
people
have
may have a
anything.
different definition of broke. Broke
He
is
can not have a
$0.
job right now. You see what I'm saying? But he got some savings and things like
So-
that. But he can't just put out money at the point. So he's a little broke, yeah.
So I think I agree with Rell. Like broke could be, to me, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't really say people is broke. To me, from my stepfather, what I learned was broke is a mindset. You always gonna be, you know, rich or
Right,
whatever it is that
right.
you choose, because there's always a way to be out there and get money or whatever the case may be. But the fact that we're talking about money defining a relationship or how somebody can deal with you, that's the biggest problem for me, because I don't understand why people are arguing that 200 is too much or too little for a date. I take a salad and a walk around Brooklyn Bridge Park. I am really that damn simple. My sweet, when I leave here, I'm pretty sure there will be a salad waiting for me at home, because I was like, listen, I'm gonna be drinking, I'm going to be hungry. Please, can you do? That's enough for me. Don't get me wrong, he worked. Let me not say that. Shout out to the editor, Mo, the editor. But it's, for me, a date, from what I learned yesterday, can be it's a day that we spending together. But if it is a first date and you trying to impress me, I mean, if you want to go with the money, I hope that you can maintain the same vibe that you're putting out there. That's all I'm saying. Don't take me on a helicopter ride and the next day you want to go to the park. Nah, bitch, let's fly.
Every day.
That's it.
And from that, after that, we need a rocket ship.
That's
Because like,
it.
you already put me in a helicopter. So like,
That's it. It's
what's
up
next?
from
To the
there.
moon.
What do we do?
Like,
So can I
Yeah.
let's finish, right?
Yep.
Broke is a few steps away from being poor.
Mm-hmm.
If you was poor, would you be happy? Answer.
I know there's some people that would be. But would
I
I be?
ain't say something. I said you.
No, not at all.
Would you be happy? If
nah, I
you was
don't think
poor?
so.
Would you be happy? If you
I've
was
been
poor?
happy and I was poor. So it's a different circumstance. So yeah.
All right, cool. So now you got a man who's supposed to be able to buy, they're supposed to be ambitious, strong. After a while, right? We're not talking about temporarily. We're talking about, you said broke is a mindset, right? So that means that the person is broke, that's their mindset. You gonna love the person that how how you gonna have shelter? How you gonna do fun things? What you gonna do? What is that person gonna do for you to fulfill you?
Time.
That's because everybody has a different
That's
way
why
of
he
being
got
happy.
time because he broke.
Right. He's not wrong about that. Because if it was somebody that was busy,
be complaining about that.
Then we're gonna be complaining that he's busy, and we're not gonna be happy because he don't have no time to spend time with you. Like Buck said yesterday, he was like, "Listen, those niggas got time. You either want me to be paid, and we could try to do something once or twice a month, or what?" So I get it. I understand.
You know what they say, right?
Men
A
too.
dude with time ain't got no money. A dude with money ain't got no time.
That's a
Choose
fact.
who you want.
That's the same thing I said yesterday is that somebody's gonna make time for you if they want to.
That part.
But at the end of the day, you gotta. We only talking about men here, right? We talking about a relationship, people who are compatible. So a woman should not have as much time on her hands.
Either.
As well.
Right.
That's true.
That was a red
gonna
flag.
make that time.
Anybody who was available.
So you only complaining about the time because you got too much time on your hands.
Not even. I work 2
Not
jobs.
you personally. Don't take it personally. Somebody who is complaining about that.
True, because like I said, I work 2 jobs. My man is always at work, but we gonna find that time in between to spend a little something, even if it's just us sitting there watching TV together. Like, babe, this is our favorite show, but we gonna sit here and watch it until our eyes burn and we wanna go to bed. That's how it's gonna be. Like, that's time right there.
So now, as we moving on into relationships, how do y'all feel about splitting the bills in relationships? I'm talking about rent, light bill, gas bill, car notes, mortgages, going out on dates. What's the difference in a relationship?
I'm cool with splitting the bill. I done seen posts on Facebook with like, oh, what is this man providing if, you know, I'm giving this or I'm doing that. But I just feel like, bro, what you providing? Like,
What he bringing to the table?
Like, you like what he bringing to the table, but what are you bringing to the table? Because if you sitting here talking about, oh, I'm just bringing pussy to the table, then it's definitely a problem because basically you just fucking for the money. Like, yeah, okay, yes, the man's supposed to be the provider, but at the end of the day, like, y'all a team. If y'all in a relationship, y'all a team now. Like, so if I don't got it at that moment, babe, you got it. Okay, I got it, and vice versa. Like, so we gonna split this up. Simple. That's it.
Alright, so I say it like this, right? Everybody should have their basics in order. What's your basics? Food, clothing, transportation, shelter, and emotions. Right? So with or without you, I should be able to have my own crib.
Exactly.
So now if you, my lady, and you always at my house, and I say, you know what? This gonna take some time. Like, let's say the person get pregnant, listen, come to my crib. Like, I'm already paying the bills at my crib anyway. With or without you, I'm gonna pay the bills at my crib. So you don't have to pay the bills at my crib because I was already paying it anyway. All you gotta do is save your money in case of an emergency. So now the money you was paying for the bills at your crib, you want to save that for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. If I ever get fucked up, now you got me. You got us.
Exactly.
That's how I see it. And I'm not fucking with nobody who living with their mother. You got your own crib? You got my own crib. I chill with you sometime, you chill with me sometime. If we ever reach that level, move in with me, you good.
Okay.
You know, I learned my place when you fly.
I feel like splitting the bills in relationships, again, it depends on the relationship and what you're comfortable with. I don't believe in the whole gender role things that this person should provide, that person should provide, because I do feel like everybody's in different places in life. Some people learn differently. Like I'm the oldest sibling. Like I'm the go-getter. I'm gonna know how to get it, how to do it, and how to get it done. And fortunately, I was attracted to opposite from me. To now be in a different situation where it's like I have a homebody, a man who's like, I'm going to work, I'm going to go do this, and my mindset is I can't work 9 to 5 because I need to also spend the time to do things for me. Whereas his upbringing was, you gotta get the job to get the bills and I'm gonna pay for it. Where my mindset is, there's more money out there. I'm gonna get the job and I'm gonna do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 other things. So I'm more so trying to deal with a man that's not like those old school men where they don't want you to work. They expect you to be in the house and all this other stuff, where it's like, nah, we're gonna figure this out together. You do this, I do that. So for me, I think it really depends on the situation. But there is certain situations where I'm gonna be honest. If I'm buying a house and you moving in, that's different. But if we
buying a house,
then okay. I feel like it's a little different. But I do feel like if we're married, maybe the man should have more of the providing. But I'm all for like, yo, I'm paying this, I'm paying that. If it makes sense.
3 women here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Man paying, not all the bills, but you know, like the woman going to buy food, come home to some cooked food and shit like that. But we both working, so
right.
we still got to split responsibilities, like
right.
cleaning and cooking. Even if I'm paying all the bills or not, we still got to split those responsibilities.
Right.
If you're working,
right.
If you're home all day, that's a different story.
No, we working.
Right,
definitely working.
What's your role as a wife?
To still make sure that the house is
right.
okay. I'm kept. The kids is okay.
I still work my 2 jobs, but when I come in, I make sure the house is clean. I make sure, like, if it's laundry in it, that laundry's done, that laundry folded. I make sure there's food there. Like, I still do stuff like that. And vice versa. If he's off and I'm at work at that moment, then he's going to do that. But most of the time, it's just me who's off. Because, like, yeah, I work the 2 jobs, but, like, I'm off weekends from both jobs. So I'm off most of the time. I'm off earlier than him, too. Because he's working basically from open to closing. So he's not getting home to like 9 something. So of course I'm gonna make sure all that's done because you got a longer shift than me with my 2 jobs together. Like, so I'm gonna make sure that's done. You gonna come in, yeah, them dishes gonna be clean, that laundry gonna be done, the bed gonna be made, everything gonna be done. So you can come in, get in your shower, eat, go to sleep. Hell, if you want a bath, that shit gonna be ready and set for you too. Like that.
I'm gonna do that. I'm in the middle, but I also feel like a lot of these men and these boys that's being raised, they don't know how to do that for themselves.
Do what?
So I'm kind of like take on those basic necessities of cleaning, washing dishes, cooking. Like a lot of
because it ain't gonna be complete.
Females out here, mothers are babying these sons that they think it's an expectation, and it's not. I do it because I love you, not because I'm supposed to.
Exactly.
That's a big difference for me. That's what I'm not doing. So another point that I want to move on for the last piece of this segment that's probably going to bother some people. Splitting the bills amongst family. So let's say this is a big thing for me. Growing up in the household that I did grow in, love you mom, she watches this, but hey, I feel like a lot of black households, Caribbean, black, all of that households, we grew up having to pay bills at young ages. I don't think it was a bad thing. But some people will also say it's a bad thing because, you know, unfortunately we look at other cultures and other cultures, their kids ain't have to do that. How did you feel about that?
I'm a mom. I have a son that's about to be 20 and one that's about to be 18.
Oh, you're OG.
So, that paying the bill situation, so what you're going to do is, you're going to aim for them to have responsibility. They're going to have their job and they're going to know, sit down, we do the bill thing, let them see everything. My son, what he does is he's going to give me my oldest, and that was his will. I put it out there like, okay, mommy needs this or whatever the case may be, but he was man enough to say, this is what I'm going to give every month.
Right.
Now, what I do is I am going to take some towards it, but I also make sure they have savings. So they don't know that. You see what I'm saying? So when it's time for them to get out, because they're not going to always want to be with mommy.
Exactly.
I have something to give them when they leave.
You are not doing it wrong. So let me take you back. Let me give you a basic scenario. Because I know you're a parent and you're a parent. Let me take you back.
I know a lot about me.
I am 1988, so that means I am 34 years old. My mother was born in 1967. I know that you're not nowhere near that. That is a different generation of family where you have to pay this. And the thing that you said was boys. It's only me and my sister.
No.
So I'm the oldest. But that does not mean that if I start working a job at 12, that's for me to alleviate the responsibility that you have as a parent for me now to pay for my things. Not I have to pay your bills because you brought me into this world. You brought this shelter. I am not of that age. We're not talking about 18. I'm talking about 12 or 13. Whenever you can start working a summer youth job until then. Now, how everybody chooses to raise their family,
no, they still have to see that the things they wanted. The things they wanted. I'm not the mom that I'm a single parent,
right?
So, and it's 3 of them. So I wasn't able to go get them everything that they wanted.
Right.
So they had to have some of you jobs. Right. They had to have those things. And they wanted an iPhone. They got their own iPhone. Mommy didn't even have an iPhone.
But there's a toxic
you see
generation Let's take you out of that. I'm being honest. There's a toxic generation of whatever flow of money comes in this house goes to this house.
My fault. What was the question?
So splitting the bill, being a younger adult amongst your family.
Splitting the bill?
It is.
Like,
when your mom goes, you gotta pay the cable bill.
This.
You gotta pay the light bill. At 14 or 15 years old, you're in high school. You're still not even learning about finances. You got bills in your name. Those are the situations I'm talking about.
To me, that sounds like lack of education from the parent. But also, I feel like we're raising our kids to be soft. You gotta prepare them for the real world.
I get the responsibility part, but when do we take the accountability for talking? You can't treat me as an adult financially without treating me as an adult talking to me. You're not telling me what I have to do this for. You're not telling me how this household now runs. That's the difference.
It sounds like the parents uneducated.
It's a control
You
thing.
you can't force somebody for being
That's what I'm
uneducated.
trying to say.
Yeah, we're not doing
It's a
it.
You're
control
responsible.
thing.
Sorry, you're responsible for what you know, not for what you don't know.
Yeah.
But
If
now
the parents don't know, they only going off what they was taught. It's like
Yeah, how
that's
they
called
was
generational
raised
curses,
too.
right? Generational curses. They don't know about financial literacy, so they only going off of what they was taught when they was a kid.
Well, it's time to break those curses. Like,
That's
it's
what we
just
hear.
something like,
does that scar you from having kids now? Like, are you in the same boat as me? Like, I'm a
Nah,
little
like-
delayed. Like, I'm 34. I don't have any kids yet. I'm not ready to take that step because me as a parent, I seen everything that my mother, my stepfather, my father, everybody went through. I'm like, I want to raise my kid in a house. I refuse to be in my apartment. I need to have a car. I need to be able that when my child turns 18 that I can buy them a car, get them all of those things
Right.
that I've seen.
Like, I
those
think about all of
situations.
those things.
I don't want to go. I will not physically mess with you or deal with you if I feel like I ain't got it all together. So
Yeah,
I don't give a
definitely think
damn.
about all
I don't
those
care
things
how
when it
much
comes
love
to
is in
it.
the world. You understand? For me,
my
it's a
mom
scar.
wasn't the same. Like, my mom did have me do like certain things. Like, okay, you know, you on this phone bill here, put a little $30 here. But it wasn't on some like, I need you to pay this whole phone bill. I need you to do this. I need you to do that. She was like, oh, listen, you got a job now. Here, $30 here, $30 here. But I was
Paying
also
your mom's bills is crazy.
That's
No,
my point. That's how I
it's
feel.
If you have a phone, if your mom say, hey, I'm going to give you your phone, you're responsible for your bill, however you get it is how you get it, that's a little bit different. But paying your mom's bills and
it
your
wasn't
father's
her
bills, that's
phone
crazy.
bill. Though, like, we were
That's a
on it
little crazy.
together.
That's
She would
crazy.
tell me to pay my $30 for my
But
phone.
you put
That's
me on
not
that bill
bad.
because you needed a phone to get in contact with me. I don't care. That's how
I paid my little $30.
If you gonna get a phone bill in your name, that's your responsibility. That's
True.
your.
I don't see it like that
You
because,
kind of like teaching
growing up,
responsibility at an early age.
It gave me a little
I'll teach you
responsibility.
I'll show you how to
because I
go.
also,
I'm not.
if my mom needed stuff, like my
What you talking
mom
about?
just had a little baby and everything. Like my little brother, she just had him. So I would bring stuff home, even still go to the store.
This is
Here,
crazy.
mom, you need this, you need that. I was a giver, so regardless of it all, like whether she told me to or not, I was always the giver. So I'm just like, Ma, you need this, and she'd
You're
still
like
be
my
like,
sister.
no.
Not me. I'm the rebellious one. I'm the
Anybody
oldest. So
in
I'm
here-
like, nah.
I'm the oldest,
Am I doing
but
it?
I think that's what it is. Like I see my mom go through so much, so I was
seen
like, you
you,
know
but
what, I'm gonna help you out here.
you
Did
chose
anybody, that sounds crazy, did anybody in here learn something from their mother financially or father?
For my mom, definitely, I learned a lot from my mom. Like.
You know what's crazy,
I
right?
learned
Like
the same one.
people go to the NBA. I heard this story. I forgot who it was.
I think I saw the video. Let me see what you're gonna say.
Right.
No, you didn't see it.
All right, good.
How
So,
you know she is?
I know for a fact she didn't see it, right? So this guy, they was in the NBA, they was in the same team, and he was like, yeah, man, I'm gonna buy my mother a house. And the dude was like, you buying your mom's a house? Your mom already have a house? The other NBA player, they have to buy his mother a house. We the only generation like
Yes,
that
yes.
gotta buy their moms a
Yes,
house
yes.
as a way of like feeling
As
fulfilled.
thanks and going.
We made it. I bought
Yes.
my mom's a house. Your
Yes.
mom should already have a house. You understand what I'm saying? So we kind of got it a little bit twisted.
Go ahead, I feel it. Go ahead, I'm ready. I feel. Go ahead. Again, you got it. Look at you.
I mean,
Now,
like,
And that's why-
My mother got some
That's
weird
why I
things, but I
said-
still want to buy her a house. Like,
Yes, right.
Now, I
you
get-
got a little tooth right there.
I get what
That's
you
why I
say.
said it,
I get
That's
it.
why I said as adults we have to have our basics in order. I don't care what my kids. When my kids become rich, I'm gonna have my house already. You don't need to buy me anything.
Because
Your money is
that's
your
put
money.
another responsibility again on
Your
again,
money
which
is your
how I
money.
feel.
I already have my house. I already have my wife. I'm good. Whatever. If you want to give me anything because you want to, but you don't have to. I'm not in the projects, and you got to take me out the hood. I'm already out the hood. But people from the projects that play basketball become successful. They feel like they got to take their moms out the hood because they lazy.
Listen, I agree with you. I don't disagree with you. I agree with
That's real. Like, you gotta have the truth. That's the truth.
I feel how you feel.
Either one, come to me and say, "Mom, I bought you that house." I'm not gonna say, "Where's the receipt?" And take
Nah, we not saying
that's different.
that, but we also saying as an adult,
you have to have our basics in order.
You still have to keep
I get what you're saying, but at the same time, I feel like at some point, some people see things in a whole nother perspective, because not everybody comes from a 2-parent home. Some people see their mom and fight, and they went through hell to get their siblings to where they need to be. And at the same time, sometimes that's the only way that they feel like that they can say, "I appreciate you."
Right, I agree with that, as opposed to the parents who actually.
But I came from
I want my son to
family home
because I want him to get me this.
I got y'all. Right, I got y'all.
I came from a single. My mother, real quick. My mom is a single mom, and she still is, and it's me and my sister. But you also know, in these single households, being the older sibling, you also had to take care of your younger sibling. So when I get to where I gotta go, it's not my thought to get you a house, because you still have to continue to keep doing that. We're out of your house now. I feel like you still gotta carry on your responsibilities. It's not that I'm not thankful for you. It's not that I won't give you money, but I'm not doing none of that. You gotta figure that out. You should be watching me now. Your kids should be at the point that they teaching you. Yeah.
So as us as adults, right? It something comes before that. That's the sex. It's unprotected sex. So now you're saying, "Oh, I'm a single parent," or whatever, because you had unprotected sex and you ain't protect yourself. You could have told the dude, "Yo, put on the condom."
No, first of all,
I'm not saying. I'm not. Hold on. Hold on. I ain't cut you off like you said to me, right? So now so not you or anybody else. Now they're a single parent because they chose to have sex without a condom, and the consequences to that. It's all our fault. Everything, however you look at it.
Yeah, but at the same time, they didn't. Okay, just because you did one thing, it doesn't mean you're going to be punished several times for it. You done already had your punishment.
Consequences for your actions.
You done already had your punishment.
Every action.
So it doesn't mean they done already had their punishment. They done raised the kids.
You said what?
They done already went through the withdrawal, everything. So it's not always a punishment or a consequence.
Why?
It's not always a consequence.
Why do we have people in the single households? Can you answer that for me?
It's not enough. I'm gonna be honest. It's not enough dating and knowing the people that you're dealing with. It's too much of the jumping in the bed and having unprotected sex before knowing who it is that you're supposed to deal with. I believe in dating with people for a whole year and 2 years. So again, that's a you problem. Exactly. That's not nobody else's problem. Because if you would have seen what we played yesterday, red flag, green flag, you would have seen along the lines the person that you was dealing with. Rather than we went out for a drink, we went on 2 dates, boom, I gave him the pussy. And that's what I got. Same thing with him. We would have known that this man would have walked away at that time, and we would have taken that time to do that. I'm not saying that I don't support anybody out there who's a single parent or a single mother, but you can't sit up here and be bitter and not teach your sons and your daughters the correct ways, and they still don't owe you nothing, because the first thing people say in black households, once you turn 18 or 21, you're on your own. So when I turn 21 and I get drafted into the NBA, I don't have to buy or pay you for anything.
Fact.
Your job is done. Now you need to continue your responsibilities as an adult the rest of your life. And thank you guys for watching this episode of Brooklyn's Balance Split the Bills.
Yo, how you just come and just cut it off?
We good. That's what the host does.
Man, I had another point to drop.